Hey guys, your guy John coming back to another Diablo Immortal video. This one is going to be a dive into this update. I honestly think this is probably maybe the second best update to ever happen to Diablo Immortal, and I think it's gonna be very helpful. This may or may not actually save Diablo Immortal. At least buy them another month for another massive update. I think this is a step in the right direction to maybe kicking it back up. See. All right, guys. So as you can see here, I have it pulled up right now. This is the server merge comes to Diablo Immortal details, released as of November 8th. Obviously, you guys all know that we have a timer going on, which actually had, after the release of this video, this wheel is going to be gone and the update will be live at that point. So let's talk about the update, because I think when we talk about updates in Diablo Immortal's history, I think class change is probably the most impactful update to this date for Diablo Immortal, as far as actually saving face and giving us a worthwhile, like a content change, so to speak, that was actually like astronomical for the player base. So this one could very well be it, and it's not going to be the server merge that makes it the most astronomical part as far as being great. We'll talk about it here in just a second as we kind of cover it. So first things first, let's talk server merge. That is happening. Obviously, that's the current update. As of you guys watching this, server merge would have happened, right? So at that point, you already know where you ended up. So this is kind of a moot thing to talk about here. And also, I mean, we already talked about this before, the stipulations of the server change. We do have a now Fire Before Darkness limited time event. Basically, it's going to be free rewards again. Following the titles, they seem to do some of these task type of reward systems fairly often right now. I'm not against it. It's free resources. You get Telluric Pearl, which that's huge because they totally messed up that entire system in my opinion. But yeah, so we have Fire for Darkness. This is going to start right as of watching this video, actually, up until November 23rd. It's a decent amount of time. An Unspeakable Deaths cosmetic set. This one's an interesting one. I think the cosmetics here aren't bad. I kind of like them. I think they're kind of cool. I would say they're getting better with cosmetics. I think I almost wonder if, when it comes to Diablo Immortal, if right now the Diablo 4 and Diablo Immortal developers are like not talking right now to kind of like pitch some artwork ideas to kind of gauge them out to see how well they do to use for Diablo 4. Like, that's honestly, because as they keep coming out with more and more cosmetics, they keep getting better and better. Like, if you compare new cosmetics to old cosmetics, these are 10 times better. All right. Bug fixes. You know what? We'll come back for the bug fixes. Okay. Feature updates. Daily activities, time change. Okay, so they changed the time of all the activities here. It's going to be 7 to 9 p.m. server time. So it went up an hour. Oh, we got an hour later. That's actually bad for me. I'm an East Coast player on a West Coast server. So I already have a 3-hour time difference. So that basically just made that a 4-hour gap for me. So that puts assembly at 11 p.m. my time, which is pretty bad. That feels bad. It was already late at 10. But whatever. Wrathbone Invasion will now occur twice a day, first at 12:30 and then at 9. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. See here, because of player feedback reflected on patterns, we decided to change the time of the Shadow Assembly and Wrathbane. Okay, so it looks like they're trying to like save face a little bit with like, hey, we listened to you guys. That's why we did this. I'm not against these types of notes here. I'm not. Like, I mean, it shows that you are listening to us, whether it's like, to satiate us or whatever the case may be. I do like that they put these in here, but it is a little, I don't know. It's definitely, I think they did it on purpose. I think they did it to try to save face. Set items. Okay, this is huge. This is the way. You can now craft specific set items at Shazzel's Forge in Westmarch using a new resource, Fabled Wisp. These can be acquired by salvaging set items. Only set items can acquire the dungeon bosses and heavy Usty chest after the maintenance update begins on November 8th. Can be salvaged into Fabled Wisp. Okay, only set items acquired from dungeon bosses. Oh, okay. So basically what they're saying is if you have a bunch of set items already stored, If they're not from these locations, then it's not going to work. I'm almost, guys, I almost wonder if they're not going to gatekeep this to where you can't stock up set items beforehand. I wonder if that's, yeah, I'm curious to see. I have a couple in my chest. Maybe I'll check them out, see if they can salvage them later and get the rewards. Legendary gems. There are now 2 types of gem fragments: bound, unbound. Neither of these gem fragments can be sold in the grand market, but bound gem fragments allow a legendary gem to be upgraded without making it bound. Okay. I don't. Okay, I think I get that. That's like if you want to upgrade a gem and then sell an upgraded gem on the market, maybe. Where it isn't a thing because once you equip it or you upgrade it, it's done, right? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to mean. Upgraded legendary gems can now be sold in Winton's Grand Market. Okay. To be eligible, the legendary gem must have been equipped to your character, must have been previously upgraded using unbound gems or bound gem fragments only, and must be ranked 5 or lower. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely what it is. It's definitely a system where legendary gems now can be sold or ranked up and sold. That's kind of impactful. I feel like that's going to be really good. Like that's a good economy thing, right? It's no different than like other games like Path of Exile, for example, where you can trade gems. Like it's not uncommon to see bubble gems fetch a better price, right? And it's not a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio, right? It's an exponential ratio here. And it's a very lucrative market to where it gives people a goal to put something on the market. So this is cool. This is huge. I think this is probably something that's going to be the most underrated or under talked about out there. But coming from like what I'm used to with Path, with the market system, is such a major key component to if you're doing Trade League. This I think is very good for the economy. Castle Kragnar, a blacksmith and identifier have been added to the Castle Kragnar's courtyard to provide additional player ease. That's good. That's a good quality of life update. You love to see those. Like when they give us those are like the short wins, right? Like it's kind of like when you talk to somebody or you plan something, you get like planned versus actual, and the action always feels better than just the talk about it, right? This is hey, you can actually feel the quality of life because you don't have to go that far. It's kind of like Battlegrounds one, right? All right, next we have Kion's Ordeal. We have received feedback from managing other players in Kion's Ordeal is quite a challenge. It is. It's not that easy. To alleviate organized duties for the Mortal Leader, we have added a few quality of life updates to this feature. Good. A new management UI that displays the Paragon level, combat rating, and contribution score of each player with the ability to sort each listing. Okay, I mean, I guess that's good, depending on what documentation. It's kind of like, if you've seen my previous videos where I'm like, hey, we use these spreadsheets to manage our guilds and our players and resources better. Maybe something like that. That's something that we would have added in our spreadsheet, right? The ability to set combat rating, contribution score requirements for raid entry. This is huge for like gatekeeping, right? If you want to gatekeep whale, like if you're doing like super like mega whale combat rating guys or lower tier, it's saying like, hey, for the morning one, it's the whales, blah 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 blah, and then the later one is like the lower ones, and then some other like designated people join or something like that. Like there's pros and cons to that. Let's see here. A waitlist feature to help managing incoming applicants. That's good too. That's good. I feel like any type of organization is going to always feel good in the game. An improved difficulty selection UI with clear descriptions for each tier. That I think is going to be huge because it is not the greatest. It's kind of confusing. I was actually doing Kion's last night and I was just struggling, going, what in the heck is going on? And it was just when we created it and whatnot, it just wasn't a good one. We didn't pay attention, put it that way. So that'll help. Next, let's go talk about the bug fixes, guys. I always love to hear about the bug fixes. So what we got on this one? We have November 8th bug fixes. Gameplay. All right, what we fixed on the game? Fixed an issue that caused the game to lose all audio after skipping a dungeon cutscene. I don't know. I don't play with the audio on, so okay, that's cool. Fixed Fixed an issue that prevented players from performing a character transfer if they had over 100 pieces of mail in the inbox. That's an interesting glitch. Players will now be required to delete their old mail before they can perform a character transfer. Okay, that's an interesting bug. Didn't know about that one. I guess I don't have the problem where I got 100 pieces of mail unread. Demon Gates activity UI in the realm of damnation has been improved to display remaining number of gates. Okay, I guess that's good. I mean, right? Like that's cool. We'll take it. What we got here? Warbands. The visual effects, Fog's Bane, and Charge Core have been improved to be more visible in Defense of Kragnar. Okay. A mini map icon has been added to the Fog's Bane in Defense of Kragnar. Okay, cool. Fixed an issue that prevented the enter button from functioning in the Purge of the Depths UI. Okay. I mean, it's interesting that went under Warbands. Like, I mean, it's still system, like it's still gameplay feature. So why wouldn't you just call it what it is? But okay. But yeah, I mean, that's good. Like, these aren't major bug fixes, which is a good sign. Like that, because half the time I'll read these guys and be like, I didn't experience that, but oh my god, I feel bad for those who did. But these are fine. There's nothing wrong with these. That's totally okay. Why are they also bringing up known PC issues? Is there an update? No update here. And actually, I have a video that we're gonna do later on, next week or the week after, depending on when it shows up, where we talk about PC, mobile, and a couple other different options out there. Got a hold of something. It'd be a fun one. It'd be a fun video. But yeah, so nothing there on the on that side of things. So cool. I do want to point out that there's been no talk of maybe taking the PC client out of beta. I don't know. Is that a thing? Are we stable enough to make that part of an update? Like the hey, desktop has been released 1.0. Can we get that? I don't know. Maybe, whatever. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm gonna keep doing my daily content. I'm gonna keep trying to do the thing. I got plenty of ideas for videos. I'm having fun again. We're playing it. We're leveling up, and we're having a good time. Hopefully you guys are too. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.